Hello everyone, salutations. So today we are going to start with SOP 3. So the question says create a web page with following specifications. Now this is skill set 2 HTML5 and we are following Maharashtra State Board Syllabus Standard 11. Alright, let's get started. So I have already typed little bit part of the code in a notepad as you can see. Okay, so it's always a very good idea to provide only one line inside the container of the body tag, save the file and see the output. If the browser is responsive, continue with your coding. Okay, then save and refresh the output. In this manner, you develop your HTML page line by line. Okay, because the main reason is web browser does not suggest you errors. Okay, so it's not a good idea to type 15 to 20 lines, then finally save it and not get any output. Okay, so always prepare your basic structure, then type only single line inside the container of the body tag, save the file and see the output, and then proceed line by line development. Okay, now I'll save the file. Okay, so I have created a folder in desktop. Okay, see, this is the desktop. So if you have any other drive in your computer, D drive, E drive, create a folder in any drive and reach your drive. Okay, reach your location. Click on the drive where you have created the folder. Okay, since I have created my folder in desktop, I will click on desktop and you can see these two folders are available. These are folders. Okay, yellow icon. These are folders. Okay, I want to save my folder in this, save my file in this folder, 11th HTML files. Okay, so to save the file in this first folder, I have to select it. How to select? Double click. Okay, so double click on your folder name. All right, now you can see the name of the folder over here. That means the folder is open. Now when I save the file, it will be saved in this folder exactly. Okay, so provide the file name. File name is very simple. Now this is going to be form element, so I'm going to give the file name form so that the file name is form. Alright, now it's very important to provide extension. You can provide two extensions .html or .htm, any one of them. But if you do not provide extension and just provide file name form and save it, the file will be saved as a text document and that will not be identified as an HTML document by the web browser and you will not get the correct output. To get the correct output, it's important to save your file as HTML document. Okay, so to save the file as an HTML document, you will definitely need the extension .html. I hope so you understood. Save it. The file is saved. Output you have to see. So first of all, double click on your folder. And this is the file you saved. I saved right now. Right click on the folder. I mean, sorry. Right click on the file, not folder. Now open with option and use any web browser. Okay, all the web browser installed in the computer will be shown as options. Use any web browser. Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge, these three web browsers are shown. I will use Google Chrome. Output will be visible shortly. Yes, the output is fine. Okay, now my browser is also responsive and let's proceed with the question. Okay, so if everything is fine, you do not need any correction, you can just proceed with the question. Now the next part of the question is second point, accept name. Name will be accepted in form. Okay, form elements. You have to use form elements like text box to accept a name. Since text box is a form element, use the container form tag. Okay, now container form means it is having opening tag as well as closing tag. Now inside the container of this, I will create a text box. Okay, so to create a text box, use input tag. Input tag is useful to create form elements like text box, radio button, checkbox, password field, and several buttons. Any kind of button, but specifically submit, reset, these buttons can be created with the help of input tag. Okay. Now, so many elements or so many controls can be created with one single input tag. How will input tag identify which element to be created with the help of type attribute? Okay. So in type attribute, you provide keyword. Now each keyword is provided for single element. Okay. So if you want to display a text box, use the keyword text as value of type attribute. Okay. So similarly for other elements, there are fixed keywords. You have to use that only. Then use name attribute. Now name should be used because there are going to be multiple form elements. Okay. So multiple form elements must have unique name. So unique identification is necessary. Give any suitable unique name. I'll give txt1. Angular bracket closes and one break tag. Okay. Control S and refresh. Now input tag is a singular tag or you can also call empty tag. It does not has closing. Refresh. Now see one text box has been displayed. Okay. So I was practicing. So these are the two values I tried to enter before. And that's why it's showing in the suggestions. Now this is the name of our journalist. And ABC is random, you know very well. Now this text box does not means it's just a text box. User will just see this text box, they will not know what to enter. So to suggest what to enter, you have to provide a label text. Okay, so provide the label text before the text box wherever you need. Okay, so Control S, refresh. Now see, this is a label text. It indicates the user to enter name. Okay, so it is a simple text. Now next is accept standard 11th or 12th with only one selection choice. Now only one selection choice is possible with radio button. Okay, so now we will create radio button. So try to copy paste as much as you can. Now we will create radio button with same input tag. Now how to create radio button? Use the keyword radio as value of type attribute. Name I will give RAD. Also I will need value attribute. Each radio button should be assigned a default value. Okay, use value attribute in this manner. For radio buttons as well as checkboxes, use value attribute and name definitely, yes. Name is needed for every control. Okay, then let's see the output. Refresh. Only one single radio button. What does it indicate? A single radio button. Okay, selection is meant for what? What is getting selected? How the user will know? So first of all, just like we gave a name label text over here, give a label text called standard to indicate the user, what the user is selecting. And though this radio button is carrying the value 11, it is not shown on the form. Okay, means not shown in the output. So provide a text separately after the angular bracket 11. But as per the question, it is 11 th. Okay, th means 11, and this th is in superscript position. So use sup tag to provide this superscript effect to th. Close th. No, close sup, not th. Sorry. Control S. Save it and see the output. Yes, now it's fine. Okay, it indicates the user that the user is going to select standard and the text is as per our question. So now it's simple. Copy it, select, copy, next line, paste. Cut, copy, paste the shortcuts you must be knowing. Okay, now I will quickly change the value. And it is only for the radio buttons you have to provide same name. You have to keep same name for all the radio buttons that you are going to give. Maybe it is 2 radio buttons, 5 radio buttons, how much ever radio button you want. Give same name. Why? You will know. Let's observe. So I saved it. Now this both the radio buttons are having same name rad. Okay. Now I'm selecting 11th. I'm selecting 12th. Now you saw as I selected 12th, selection of 11th is automatically removed. It is possible because both the radio buttons are having same name. When the radio buttons have same name, it means they belong to the same group and hence single selection is allowed. Okay, what is going to happen if you give different names? So I'll do a minor change, add 1 to the second radio button, control S. Let's see what happens. Selecting 11th, selecting 12th. Ah, sorry, I think so it was not saved properly. Let me save it once again. Okay, now please excuse the background noise. My parents are having some conversation. 11th, 12th. Oh my god, what's happening? This shouldn't be happening. Let me save it once again. Uh, let's try once again. Reload, selecting 11th, selecting 12th. Now see. Okay. Now see, little bit lagging is happening because of screen sharing. So you saw when I gave different names to both the radio buttons got selected. Now none of them is getting deselected. Okay, none of them is getting deselected. Selection is not getting removed. So this is a logical problem. Okay, and this is logically wrong also. A person can be in either standard 11th or 12th, not in both. Okay, so you must give same name to the radio buttons. Only for radio buttons you have this exception, you have to give same name. Otherwise for all other elements you can give and you must give unique names, and there is no line gap between name and standard. To provide an extra line gap, give break tag an extra break. Okay, and I will repeat the break tags once again. Then the third point of the question is submit the form. Okay. So once again, input tag, using input tag, you can create a submit button. Now you will say I didn't give any label text. You will know why. Let's see. Type equal to submit. All right. Then name, yes, name should be given. And also value. But we will try an experiment value later. Let's see the output. Okay, so you can see submit. So in day-to-day life, you must have experienced filling a form. So you never see a text before or after the button. The text is on the button. So there is no need of a label text for the button. Okay, that's why I did not type submit here before input or submit after input. That's wrong. Okay, for buttons it's not needed because the text is displayed on the control or on the element. Okay. Yes, now next value I'm going to use. Now with the help of value attribute you can change the text on the button. Okay, now see I'm going to make accept. Okay, control S and refresh. Now see this. Okay, so if you want to change the text on the button, use value attribute. Okay, so I'll make it submit. Okay, control S, refresh, see. Okay, so I hope so you understood this simple SOP. Okay, so in next video I will bring SOP 4 for you. Thank you for all the likes, all the subscriptions. Thank you very much. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. And thank you for all the suggestions. I'm working on the suggestions and videos will keep coming. Take care everybody. See you in the next video.